and a good Saturday, everybody. My name is Jewel, and this is J7409 Weather. Thank you so much for clicking play, checking out the weather with me today. If you're into the weather, please don't to subscribe, click the bell, and make sure you check off all to get all my latest weather videos. Big story, of course, significant winter storm moving up, this nor'easter moving up. You can't see it very plainly here, but I want to turn on the pressure. This is a big low pressure, as you can see. It's climbing on up. Now, it's looking like what's going to happen. It's going to move a little further east, and what that means is on the backside, places yesterday that didn't have any snow looking like they were going to get much, well, now it's all changed, okay? For all of the winter weather warnings, watches, and advisories, please go to my YouTube homepage. Click Community. You'll see it all right there. Just scroll down till you find your area. It will all be there. But for places like Boston, South China, Maine, it's changed for you some. Looking like a little more snow may go your way. We'll turn it on down here and you'll see as it progresses through. Now the snow you see over in these areas is just very light snow. This is strictly a New England storm for most of the precipitation. It's going to get very, very windy too, folks. Now, this winter storm is going to strike New England, and it's going to blanket portions of the region with heavy snow, heavy rain, and strong winds for the coastal northeastern sections today. Wintry weather in West Texas, elevated risk for fire weather in Southern California, and wet conditions in the Pacific Northwest, and showers and possibly storms in Florida by tomorrow night. As we take a quick peek at the watches and warnings map, of course we do have this winter weather advisory going over here in western Texas. It should be over by late this afternoon. Once again, all the information, go to my YouTube homepage. Click on Community. You'll see all the watches and warnings for all of this stuff. This is a freeze warning. It should ease up over in Arizona, parts of Southern California later today, of course. But this air stagnation is still going on for portions of Washington State, Idaho, Oregon, Wyoming, even slipping over into a little of Montana now. Of course, this little bit of red, we'd still have this critical fire weather that could go on here. This is a flash flood watch for central portions of Kentucky. Big news story. Big news story. Here we go. Vermont. Parts of Massachusetts. Little of Connecticut. Well, it's mostly all of Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. You guys are going to get pounded. Here we have a look at my future radar, and this is going to go all the way through. You can see the timestamps for the different sections of the lower 48, and also the date and time to the top here. Before I get going, though, what's happened is this low is going to move a little further off of the coastline. That's going to whip around now. That's why it's going to intensify so much, because it's not going to be on the land as much. When it's over the water, it doesn't have anything to stop it from intensifying. So that's what's going to happen, and that's why you guys up in these areas here, you are going to get pounded. So let's turn it on, and it's going to go through the next 3 days, and I'll tell you what's going on right quickly. Now, we do have an intensifying storm. It is expected to become a powerful nor'easter later today that slams New England with heavy snow. Also some rain and some strong winds. After a wet morning along the mid-Atlantic and the northeast coast, where over an inch of rainfall is anticipated, periods of snow will transpire over interior New England, and fall heavy at times. Now, the combination of the heavy snow rates and strengthening winds will lead to treacherous to even impossible travel conditions, whiteout visibilities, and the potential for tree damage and power outages. The winter storm warnings have been issued from central Massachusetts to northern Maine, where over a foot of snow is expected. Portions of New Hampshire and northern Maine could see totals approach 2 feet in spots. Now, as this storm reaches the Gulf of Maine, temperatures on the backside of the system, they're going to plummet. They're going to fall like crazy, and that's going to allow for rain to change over to snow along the New England coast. Now, when the changeover occurs and exactly where the storm's cold conveyor belt of heavy snow sets up determines if coastal areas pick up significant snowfall the second half of the day, Saturday and into the evening hours. Now, in addition, the rain and snow, strong winds are going to be felt along the New England coast, where high surf and coastal flooding and beach erosion is also possible. Now, take places like Boston, Massachusetts. It looked earlier like you guys wouldn't get too much. Well, now you can get anywhere from 3 to 6 inches. That's what it's looking like. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And it's looking also like South China, Maine. You guys could get 6 inches easily, it's looking like now. Maybe a little more even. Might be a little less, but at least that much. Elsewhere, we got wintry weather on tap for parts of West Texas, where up to 4 inches of snow is possible. Now, these slick spots are possible in these areas for the morning hours of today into the early afternoon hours. Now, most of the western U.S. remains under the influence of this big old large dome of high pressure. It's keeping relatively tranquil weather in place throughout the Intermountain Western Plains. We still have that elevated fire weather that persists in the higher elevations of Southern California today. A little farther north, we have a weakening frontal boundary. It's ushering in a round of showers to the Pacific Northwest, and by this evening and into early morning hours, that should persist. High pressure builds back in overhead by afternoon, leading to a drier second half of Sunday. Lastly, we got a new wave of low pressure. It's developing in the Gulf of Mexico, and it heads for Florida by tomorrow with scattered showers and storms passing over the Sunshine State Sunday night into Monday morning. As of now, we have no severe weather in the form of thunderstorms, severe winds, and hail. But I'm telling you, along the coastline here, the winds are going to be something else, folks. Some could gust up to 40, 50, maybe 60 miles per hour. I've seen some places it's even hit 80. It's going to be windy. It's going to be cold, cold, cold. And it's going to snow for you folks, so please stay safe. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Please stay warm and be prepared in case the lights go out. There's a good chance of that. Trees falling also. Power lines down. Some of this could be mixed as wet, heavy snow, maybe a little rain and snow, but mostly wet, heavy snow and just plain old snow, snow, snow with possible blizzard conditions. I love you all. Please stay safe. It's going to be nasty for you up north in New England. And don't forget, I love you all and I thank you for everything you do for me. And may each and every one of you have much peace, love, and kindness in your lives today and all the days to come. Thanks for watching.